to the computer. Hello. Um, I've got Leanne Perryman and Tracy Mitchell and Nicole Robertson with me. I'm Wendy Lloyd Curley. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Um,
Hi.
we are all unit leaders, and I wanted the four of us to share some ideas about sponsoring. And in particular, I wanted to talk about who we target in who we sponsor and what words we use with different people. And I'll start by just introducing everybody. So Nicole is from the Illuminati team. She has just been promoted to senior unit leader. I think there was a car accident outside my house.
Oh.
She's just been promoted to senior unit leader, and she's been with Party Light for 5.5 years. And she has moved, by the way, in her Party Light life from Sydney up to the Sunshine Coast. So she's had some change within her Party Light world. She did sponsor Tracy. Here's Tracy. Tracy has the team Reminiscence, which is beautiful. It was a new team that was started this month. Oh, by the way, Nicole has 12 people on her team, and Tracy has 9. And her team is called Reminiscence. I already said that. And then we have Leanne Perryman, a brand new senior unit leader. She's been with Party Light for 4 months. She was promoted to unit leader in May and promoted to senior unit leader in June. Her group is called Light Your Path. I was going to say your company is called Light Your Path, which is true. It is your company. And there are 18 people in her team and an additional 6 in her downline unit. So I am Wendy Lloyd Curley. I am the unit leader of the Rainbows. I asked everybody else to tell you how big their teams were. I can't tell you how big mine is. I believe we have 112 active Rainbows and about 200 additional Rainbows who come in and out. It's a big team, and I love it. So we're here to talk about sponsoring. I want to do that really quickly. I don't want to take up too much time. Nicole, I might start with you. All I want to do is have a discussion about who do we invite and what do we say? And so can you tell us from your experience, specifically you, what do you say?
I always target my hosts or guests that that are particularly interested at a party, whether that's an online one or in person. And it's always, what do I say? In my host coaching before a party, I'll always let them know that I'm going to give them the information in case they're interested.
Yep.
And then I will always ask them at the end of the party, just, and what words do I use? I normally just say, would you be interested in being a candle lady? What do you think?
Nice. All right. And so you've focused mostly on hosts and then guests that buy that buy a lot of product or that say, oh, I love candles or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
People that have a spark, that show a genuine interest.
Genuine. Nice. Fantastic. Thank you. Tracy, when you're sponsoring, who do you target and what do you say?
I generally target, again, like Nicole, those that have a genuine interest in candles. I do offer it a little bit, but I find if I pick the right person, then it's a lot easier. Those that buy off me on virtual parties or collected orders, if they tend to spend a certain amount of money, then I will say, did you want to start your own account? You get the same benefits, and that's where I go from there.
What's the amount, Trace?
It generally would be about 150. If they place consecutive orders of around that, then I would say, listen, you could have already joined and got 22% cash back for that.
Right. All right. Fantastic. So let me just summarize then for you, Tracy. You talk about personal account versus Nicole, you talked about being a candle lady. I'm just comparing the two right now.
Yeah.
And 150 is your kind of sweet spot where you think that they're the right person?
Yeah, if it's so say they'll spend 150 and then the next month they'll spend another 150.
Yeah.
Then I'll say to them, even if they do just spend 150, listen, you could probably have your own. and sell to your family and friends.
All right, excellent. I'm going to ask you to think about whether or not, let me word it a different way. You said asking the right person. How do you know they're the right person?
Well, it's hard, but I guess if they're interested and they, you know, like Nicole said, if they love candles or they say, I burn them all the time, you know, the quality's there for our candles. So then I'll say, well, you know, you can get this and get money back.
Nice. Okay, fantastic. So we've got a little bit of a different approach there. I love that. Leanne, can you talk to us about your approach?
Can I just stop you there? Are we able to get yours as well, Wendy? Please.
Well done. Well done.
Well done. I've decided to ask everybody, and it's something that I really resisted for the first 14 years of my party light career. You might have thought that I actually did ask everybody before, but I didn't. I felt very much like our requirement to have a party made it inauthentic to not to just invite someone to sell. Now I actually, anybody who places an order, I ask, would you be interested in hearing about opening your own account? And that is even when they buy 2 packs of sticks on buy one, get one free. So I've begun making that a part of my conversation with people when they order. And it's also part of my pitch to new people who haven't ordered at all. When I used to say I do candle parties for a living, and I used to tell and even train people that that I teach people how to do candle parties. Now I don't say that at all. I say I sell candles and I help people open accounts to buy for themselves. So I believe that this keeps modifying as I learn new stuff, but I really do think that in the past, I never saw the benefit of someone just becoming an account holder. And now I completely see the benefit of them becoming an account holder. And I'm delighted by the fact that sometimes they get the fragrance box, you know, into their hot little hand. And the second that they do, they start selling, which they didn't expect to do. They just can't kind of help it because now they have this. So my best hosts all need this. Oh, one last thing I do, Leanne. I always tell them that they don't have to do parties. Always. In fact, that's my front line. You don't have to do parties. I'm happy to do parties for you if you want them in the future. And then you can sell to people in between the parties. So if they approach me with, I don't do parties, I say, great. I thank goodness. Not everybody does parties. So every answer they come up with is a good thing. So how's
And
that?
how long have you been in party life? Too quickly.
15 years as of this week.
Awesome. Okay, darling. All right. So I noticed that, you know, you're saying that we go with our hosts. We join up our hosts. And then Nicole, you were saying that? Tracy, you were saying that you join people if they do a $150 order 1 month and then the following month. Wendy, you have said that you join people who do an order. So how many groups are all you in and nobody's ever asked you to join? Do you know what I mean? Like, and you know from getting anything, you must ask. So people don't have to place an order. Oh, that's my team. So what happens is you like any of my stuff, I'm going to come and talk to you. Now, when I come to talk to you, I'm going to build trust with you and I'm going to tell you that you're going to get me, right? Because that is who they're joining. They are not joining Party Light, ladies. They are joining you and you need to definitely stand behind that. You need to back that up, that you need to follow through with that. So if you're going to promise a service, you've got to deliver. I understand that I'm only young and that there will be maybe a time that I won't do that, but I can guarantee you that won't happen. Right? I don't care if I got 50 million.
Yeah.
Because when you be genuine, coming from a genuine place, It's quite easy to achieve. So just ask everybody. Dun, dun, I
And what
forgot.
do you say to them? Like, let's say someone's liked a post or even just a friend like pops into your mind. What do you say?
Hi, Wendy. How you going? How are
Good.
you?
I'm
Right.
doing well, thanks.
You network. We network, Wendy. That's all. You just get to know them. You ask them about them. What's our best subject, people?
Themselves.
Yeah.
Ourselves.
And how do you approach the candle part of that conversation, the party light part?
Well, all they need to do is like party light, don't they? It's not just about candles. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you think you could do this? So easy.
Excellent. So I just want to keep triggering that though. So you get the conversation, you get to know them. You're not wasting their time or your time because you're developing a relationship. What words come out of your mouth when you say, have you thought about, or what are your words?
It's absolutely different for everybody. But what comes to mind is I'd say, well, I'd be wasting your time or mine if I didn't ask.
Perfect.
Okay. So what that means, Wendy, is when you don't know someone but the thing is, I have a little bit of a knack with talking to people to get answers that probably not many others could do. I sort of sense what's going on before they tell me.
Yeah.
So that's also probably a bit weird to know about me.
Well, I really like those.
I haven't really admitted that out loud, so that's a bit scary.
I do
No,
really
no.
like those words though. I'd be wasting your time and mine if I didn't ask you this question. Would you, and do you talk about a personal account, or do you talk, what word do you use for the business?
Okay. I don't talk about the business. I talk about me.
So
What do I got to do? Well, you get me. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's it. And you'll help them. And that's what I see a lot of people join them up and they're like, oh my God, I have to help them. Like, really? That's just angers me. I just think
it's kind of fun.
That's absolutely disgusting that we would treat people as numbers and not as people.
Nice. Something I would like to share that I believe I observed, Leanne, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I think that the Light Your Path team might have beaten the Rainbows in sales in April. Am I right about that?
I have no idea, Wendy. I do not keep tally.
Did you
We get $10,000. Does that help?
You did 10?
Yep.
Then maybe it was in April or in May.
18,000 in May.
Then you didn't beat the rainbow. I thought you did, though. I thought I saw that you beat the rainbows. That would have been an incredible.
We hit a nerve there, I think, Wendy.
Well, I told you I'm competitive.
Wendy's like, right, now let me just clarify this.
But let me tell you the reason I asked that, because the people that you're sponsoring are coming in and doing it for their own reasons, but they are actually selling. You're getting sales out of the teams. So,
well, if you're appreciated, Wendy, you would do a lot for me too.
Yeah. And
do you know what I mean? And that's what it is.
Nice. So as unit leaders, our job is to invite. Leanne's suggesting that we invite everybody rather than candle orderers, which is what I've done, big candle orders, which is what Tracy's done, or hosts, which is what Nicole's done. So it actually got a bigger pool of people to ask as we went, which I didn't anticipate. But from hosts to big orderers to everybody who orders to.
Well, if everybody heard themselves back what they said, especially Tracy, that really triggered something for me. She's like, well, if they do 150, then they do another 150. Tracy, you could have signed them 4 times over. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not being rude. That's like, if you treated me like that, that would be terrible. And with everybody that I've joined, they've been told 10 times. And like, I'm going to be known as such an annoying one, and I don't really care. Like,
I think that I like that you are true to yourself. You're not trying to sugarcoat something or be anybody else, but you are being generous, because what you're trying to do, Leanne, if I can summarize this and bring it to a close is you're trying to give as many people the opportunity to have what you have as you can. You're offering it to them, which is a good, smart business decision, and you're offering them yourself to support them along the way. And that's what a leader does. And that's what I think I wanted to get across in this little panel was, who do we ask? How do we ask? And I love that we've gotten an added bonus that Leanne's shared, that they aren't really buying Party Light or joining Party Light. They're joining Leanne's team. And that's what I hear when people join my team, they join because of me. When people join Nicole, your team, they join because of you. And Tracy, it's the same for your brand new team as well. They're going to see you as the leader that provides them with the support. And
another thing too, Wendy, how long does it take you to talk to someone to get them to join up?
About 5 minutes, and that usually includes signing them up.
Okay. So, well, I'm working on that. I'm on 10. So we will do that. Yeah. We will do that. I got heaps joining today. Have you done many this month?
Yes, we've done, well, by many. We've done 4 already in the rain.
Okay, so yes, we're in competition again, Wendy. That's all I've got so far. My my downlines have got more, but that won't count on mine.
Yeah. Well, it does, because it grows your business.
Oh yeah, no, I know, no, but for
but
the
you're going to promote them out, right?
For the Buddhists. Right. Oh well, that's already done, Nicole.
Yay. All right, you guys, can you see why Leanne is an inspiring person? It's because she really pretty much doesn't believe that there's anything stopping her. And thank you for your time, Leanne. Tracy, thank you for your time. And I want you to know that your ideas and your offering is brilliant already. You've offered and changed some people's lives. Now we just need to add more to that.
She's going to quadruple that today.
Yeah. And Nicole, the same thing. All we need to do is make the offer. And I appreciate your time and your valued day. So I'm going to hit stop on the record button. Let's say goodbye to anybody who might.
Bye.
Bye.